Hello everybody, Spooning with Nature. I'm Gary. A little bit different dress today. It's because we're doing 1800 reenactment here a little bit. The COVID-19 going around, a lot of events canceled. So I decided to break out the gear and do a little video. The only season it's in right now is squirrel here in Indiana. So we're going to be doing some squirrel hunting and be using out that squirrel rooster that I just made. Kind of excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out the camp here, get it set up, go through the gear that I have with me, and we'll go through a little bit of the history of this place, Indiana, the state, and the 1800s, and some misconceptions that people have. So there'll be a little more dialogue in this one than my usual videos, but stick with it, and I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you learn something. Okay, our next item is going to be, we get the picture, there we go. Okay, this is my leather haversack that I made. Beaver tail flap as best as I could do it. And we got this little baby here. I forged this knife also. Ta-da! The only downside to this is I can't get a spark off of it. But very handy, right size. I can do a lot with that. So I went ahead and made a nice little cover right there on my haversack strap. So I can keep that all together as I'm walking. Now, the contents of the haversack. We'll do this. Yeah, we got a nice candle, 6 inches long. One. Oh man, kind of a love-hate thing. This is a package of hardtack, and there's lots of uses for this, which we'll get into. Okay. This beauty here, I'm kind of proud of this one myself because it's not really something you're going to see every day. This is a 1.5 year old pemmican, and this is a meal, and it's still fresh. You can see, just breaking her down here a little bit. 1.5 years, no mold, no bugs, no nothing. So there's that. Put that back on. Once again, we're going into this later, a little more in depth. This is just a general, hey, what do I got in my pack thing. Okay, this is a bag that I made out of just some real soft leather, and inside I have different tins of spices. There's black peppercorns, there's salt, there's some ground cumin. But anyway, this is a majority, or a selection of spices. This is nothing that's not around in the 1800s. Or garlic, so, and salt, yeah. So I just keep all these in this little drawstring bag, and they make it pretty nice. Like I said, there's nothing in there that wouldn't be around in the 1800s. Okay, a little spoiling myself. And then this, I'll say a pouch that I made. This is my flint and steel. Ta-da! This is what we're making our fire with. And that's coming also. And that would be the contents of my haversack. Okay? We're going to put all that to the side. The other things that I carried in, there's the powder horn, and then this baby here. That's my bullets, my patches, my cleaning kit. And so everything I need to carry with that gun, so that I can take that out hunting and not have to carry unnecessary things. So it's got my round ball, my patches, and the cleaning kit, and that's about it. Okay, let's open this baby up. Now, notice this, and you're all saying, what is this? This is my tent. This is actually just a piece of canvas, treated canvas, and it's lashed to a wood frame. As you're about to see the amazing part of this pack. So we got cordage, lots of cordage. I'll get this uncorded, make it a little more visually appealing. I like to use one length of cord, just because about the only reason I need, because I'm the one doing it, and that's the way I like it. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, like I said, really long strip. All right, so there's all the cordage. We got all the this unbound now. So we're gonna set this to the side. Here's the pack frame. Pretty simple. You can get a look at it. That's it. And what we have here is this piece here on the top. Ta-da! This is just a piece of pine, and I found it when it was green, and I was able to bend that, you know, and get that oval. Yeah, get that better. There we go. All right. Yeah. All right. So got this oval bend on it here. This is all one piece, top to bottom. And then these are honeysuckle pieces. Here's a piece of poplar. Here's a piece of looks like elm. So this basically whatever I could find laying around. Made this pack frame. The rope straps are on the side. And that's all those are. Just 3 strands of rope. And that works out pretty good. I packed it in here. Total weight was pretty close to 30 pounds. Not bad. Excuse me. So let's just set that to the side. And now we're going to unfold the wrapping. We'll get this situated so we can see what is going on. Okay, so now we got this. So I got a skillet in my wrapping to the side. I got a billy cup, put that to the side. I got my regular tin mug to the side. That's all my cookware. That's my kitchen right there. This, which I just happened to see this, that's not good. That's a rotten something in there. Let's check that out. This here's my food bundle. Got an onion, not that. Coffee beans. Flour. Nothing yet. Oh no. Okay, here's where it is. I got a rotten potato. That's bad. That's a meal. I was hoping to eat that. So now, gotta figure that out. Here's the other potato. Okay, it's still firm. Nothing wrong with that. And yeah, got a bag of sugar. Now, I know everybody just said, well wait, that's a plastic bag. Yes it is. I sewed these, but I didn't have enough of them and I couldn't find what I did. Same with the flour, and I did not want it to get moisture. So, if I'm going to be taken to court for that, not that bad. So I gotta get this bag dried out. That's a real stinky mess. Okay, lesson learned. See, that's another thing. When they were out in the woods in the 1800s and something went bad, they had to make it work, or you know, had to come up with an alternative plan. I'm out of meal now. That potato is going to be one of my meals, so I gotta figure that out. All right, so this, just a wool blanket. We're good to go on that. Oh yeah, here's this. There's the rest of my kitchen. This here is my silverware. I got a big spoon, I got a fork, I got a knife, and I got a spoon. See, pretty nice, huh? That. I actually just took a piece of walnut and stuck it on a spoon. So I got a spoon. This handy little bag is really cool. I made that also. And as you can see, it just all rolls up. So that's the rest of my kitchen. All right, so it's time to get this camp set up. And hey, wait, I got an idea. Thought we'd do this. There we go. Whew, I was getting tired bending over anyway. Ugh, a little sore. Okay, so you've seen everything I got with my camp. And it's time to put this bad boy together. All right, boom. Ooh, get this tightened down. Okay. This took about, what time is it? Okay, yeah. This took about 2 hours and 23 minutes to build, and easy. Hardest part was finding 3 fork sticks, 6 fork sticks, 3 plus 2, 6 fork sticks, and a what you call a ridge beam strong enough and light enough it's going to work. And it's just a matter of putting them together. I'm going to show you the construction of it because it is rather spectacular. All right, get this fork stick here. It goes up, the ridge pole goes through it, and the back here is the other fork stick that goes down the back, and also the ridge pole goes through it. This one, fork stick, third, is at the finish of the tripod, and yeah, the main beam goes through it. So are we seeing a function here? The fork stick and then the main beam, and it all ties together with gravity and tension. So that helped. The only strings I had to use was right here on the end of this tarp, and the beauty of this is adjustable now. I can stand that up, I can lay that down, depending on how I want the slope to go. Now, same on this end, but this one's a little better because this is the business end of this. This is where everything gets hung, laid, set. That way everything is right where I needed it to be, and it all worked out pretty good. I'm going to show you the kitchen. From our utility room to our kitchen, here it is. And now, hold your breath. It's going to be a journey. We're going to the bedroom, and there it is. I'm pretty excited. It's a wool blanket on the ground, and I'm just curious about the dampness, if it's going to draw through. But being wool, it shouldn't matter, but we're going to find out. A thinner red wool blanket to cover up with. They're calling, I think, 52 tonight. So this boy's not built for cold conditions. Let me show you the one final important part of this. Okay, the rear ridge pole goes down, and it actually sets, however you want to put it, onto the tarp, and that's what keeps the tension across the back. Same with both sides. About that. Does that help? See that walking stick? Right there. Right there. This is pemmican. This is 1.5 years old, maybe 2 years. What it is an incredibly lean meat. There's like absolutely no fat. Sliced really thin and dehydrated for about a day, where the point where you can put it in a bowl and just crush it up into a fine powder. That's really important. It's also got dried blueberries in it, and then lard. So 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. This is something that early settlers lived on. It's not a sirloin steak by any means, but when your other option is starving, it's pretty good. I'll give you a little view of this. Ta-da! Doesn't look like much, does it? There's a trick to eating this. You don't put it in and eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And you pull it out, and just the feel of it, it's coarse, almost like sand. And then what you want to do is you're going to put it in, and you're going to tuck it in that cheek. Okay, right there now. What it's doing is it's melting that grease, softening the meat, and bringing the blueberry to life. You're just going to hold that for a little bit, and then you can start chewing it. First impression when you put it in is the lard, and you get a coating on your mouth, but it's not real strong, it's not pungent. Keep in mind, 1.5 years at least. It's not spoiled, it's not mold, it's not rancid. Okay, here we go. Got my pile of sticks. I got some dry leaves under that, but these are just this year's, and just because they're brown don't mean that they're dry. But put them in there just for a measure. I'll be using jute. This is a great fiber. It's a plant fiber. Jute twine. You just break that down to like baby's hair. And this is what's going to start it. We're going to start everything out with one of these little babies. Drag her out here. This is char cloth. Homemade char cloth. Good stuff. Okay, so the flint and steel. Gonna catch a spark on the char cloth. We're gonna breathe that to life. We're gonna put that in the jute nest. Jute nest underneath the twigs. Fire. So here we go. Finally. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But I got one here finally. Okay. We'll put that in our jute nest. Let's give it some life. Smoke. That's warm. There we go. That's how we're doing that. The spoil roaster is now working. So we're gonna have some onion soup tonight, and now we're gonna make some bannock bread. Okay, so here's the consistency we want. You can see that. Just about have to give it a birth certificate. It's that good. They also call these ash cakes because they can flatten them out, throw them on the ashes. We're going to do it in a skillet just because. So we're going to have us a nice little fry bread to go with this soup. So you're going to see the finished product next. Alright, so we're having a very rugged meal for supper tonight, and a little excited. This is the onion soup, onions, water, black peppercorn, pretty simple. And then this little beauty, fry bread. Ta-da! It's really tough, very dense, but it's not dough. It's actually cooked all the way through. There's not that big splotches of raw dough. So that's a plus. So what I'm thinking is we're just going to dip this in the onion soup. Bon appetit. Interesting. I'm out of here for tonight. We'll do this in the morning, and like I said, probably have coffee and I don't know, maybe some hardtack for early breakfast. And then if I get a squirrel, then we're coming back and making that. And after that, we're packing it up and we're heading out because we're not putting roots into here. This is a one-night camp. So stick around, we got more adventure coming. Yeah, so that's what you get with a 45. Rain rolled in this morning, wasn't sure if I was going to see anything, and I did see that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this dressed and get it on the roaster and have some breakfast, because I was not looking forward to more of that pemmican and hardtack. So we'll get this cleaned on the roaster and we'll get back.